Hello, I'm Floyd. I play in a Floyd band here in Cleveland. We've been around 10 years making a mess of bars, and we go back to like 85. I went around and I was like trying to give my words, my lyrics to other bands, trying to, get my stuff out there, and they said, "It's punk rock, Floyd, start your own band." I'm like, I can't sing. That's the beauty of punk rock, though. You don't have to sing. So I started this band in 85. After a lot of musicians lined up, we put out an album in 91 called I Burped and Puke Came Out My Nose. And a lot of people ask about how we named it I Burped and Puke Came Out My Nose. We were in the studio recording, and we finished the song, and my drummer, Danny, at the time, Dan Phillips, he jumps up and goes, "I burped and puke came out my nose." And we didn't think much of it at the time, but when we were playing back the recorded tapes, you could hear him at the end of the song yelling it, and he yelled it like, it sounded like the president's been shot, like it was something real important. And we cracked up over it for a while, and eventually just decided that's our title. The album went, a German label called Semaphore bought most of the copies from us, and actually went top 20 in Helsinki, Finland, which, okay, it's the size of Rhode Island, I admit it, but, and it's also the suicide capital of the world, so it's kind of a dubious honor, but the record actually went pretty good in Germany and Europe and stuff like that. Just last year we put out a cassette called Face Down in the Lap of Luxury, and we sent that out to different labels, and it's been a year and we haven't got no responses, but people aren't really quick to catch on. They want the flavor of the month sort of thing. But where was I going with this?
Pay my debt, I forget. Feed my pet, I forget. My umbrella when it's wet, I forget. Have we met?
Sky was a continuous stretch of acoustical ceiling tile filled with a formation of lighting fixture clouds. The line of sight ended somewhere past the garden supplies. To my right and off to the distance, windows let in small blotches of light that looked out of place in the soft white world. From my seat at the snack bar, my entire line of sight was Kmart. My vista was a world of blue light specials. Counted 29 rows of lighting fixtures, each row being 30 fixtures, with each fixture having two 60-watt fluorescent bulbs. That works out to 1,740 light bulbs times 60 equals 104,400 watts. All, of course, in the middle of a beautiful afternoon in May. Didn't it ever occur to anyone that using that amount of electricity in the middle of the day was kind of stupid? Did they truly not know, or, as I suspect, they are fully aware of the realities of cheap light from the sun, and fearful, yea, downright dead set against using it? Are these massive banks of artificial lighting this bad design, or is it intentional? And the hundreds of no-name or generic products they sell stand in harsh light of day? Do 104,400 watts of light make that blue smoke TV seem more appealing?
Simply outrageous.
This next video you're about to see is a band from Belgium called Channel Zero. We were fortunate enough to play with them. We did 2 European tours with these guys. They're a great band. This video is called Suck My Energy. It's out on Metal Blade Records.
Sucking me, sucking me dry, sucking me dry for my energy, sucking me dry with your energy, sucking me dry for your energy, sucking me dry for my energy, sucking me dry for your energy, sucking me dry for your energy, sucking me dry for my energy, sucking me dry for my.
All right, this is Ex-Cops. This band is really cool. This video is awesome. I love it. It's all like anti-police. It's totally a graphic video. Hold on to your seats for this one.
Interfere with the fear, with what we're doing here.
on the Psychic Shopping Club. It's the complete book of walking. Do you have an infant? Do you have a toddler? Do you have an 11-month-old boy or girl who would like to learn how to walk? Well, this book will tell him or her how to do it. It's the complete book of walking. All the essentials, all the important things you need to know about walking. How to put one foot in front of the other one without falling down. Hey, and a lot of us grown-ups who occasionally stumble over things, think of Dick Van Dyke, how he could use this book. All right, the complete book of walking, and it's only $49.95 here on the Psychic Shopping Club. It's going fast, so you better call now.
I see houses burning. I'm ashamed. Before you close your eyes deniingly, you better ask yourself, did I choose something I could regret? Did I do something I should regret? Is this the place I used to call fatherland? Is this the place I used to know as fatherland? The silence is illusion. Stay awake. I hear children crying in fear and pain. Do cowards ask themselves, did I choose something I could regret? Did I do something I should regret? Is this the place I used to call fatherland? Is this the place I used to know as fatherland? Did I choose something I could regret? Did I do something I should regret? Is this the place I used to call fatherland? Is this the place I used to know as fatherland?
Next up on this Psychic Shopping Club, it's our 80s Retro Weekend. Yes, the 80s are back, bigger and badder than ever. How about that Green Day? How about that Rancid? How about that 80s punk rock revival? Well, if you were alive in the 80s and you remember what came after punk, well, it was NKOTB, New Kids on the Block. And yes, they're poised for the biggest comeback ever. You think Michael Jackson is big. You think that Rancid is big. Wait until you see the New Kids on the Block reunion tour. They will sell out. Trust me on this. I know what I'm talking. Yes, New Kids on the Block. This black and white poster is coated with glass so that you can break it over someone you no longer love. It's great. It's nostalgic. It's the 80s. Remember when we all had short hair? Remember when we all had hair? Yes, New Kids on the Block. And it's going for the mere cost of $159.95 UPS ground. Okay, we've only got 5,000 of these, so call now. Whoa.
Okay. So hey, this is Madam X, and we're talking to Don from the Spudmonsters. And so what's going on with the Spudmonsters? When did you actually start singing in the band?
I tried out for the band late '88, so it was like 8 years ago, maybe '89. I can't remember that far back, but yeah, it's been a long time, you know.
I'd agree. And I heard Chris Andrews was leaving the band, so what's going on with that whole scene?
He left the band in the middle of our last European tour. He, I think we were in Heidelberg the night that he told us there was a family emergency, and he said he had to go home, so we respected that and gave him our blessings, and we finished the tour by ourselves, you know, just the other 4 members. And since then, you know, he ended up leaving the band because, you know, he's got his record stores and a lot of stuff going on in his life. So, like I said, we respect that, and he's still a very, very great friend of ours.
Everything's cool between you and everything?
Yeah.
I heard you guys were thinking about changing the name of the band. You come up with any good names or anything yet?
We came up with 1,000 good names, but they've all been taken, so, you know, we were just pondering the thought of maybe changing the name, because it doesn't really fit us that much anymore since, you know, we don't really write those fun songs anymore. I never really wrote them anyway. Joe Gizmo and John Keener used to write those lyrics, and you know, I try to write about positive, more serious things going on in my life and people around me, you know, so it doesn't really fit, but you know, a lot of people keep telling us keep the name because they like it, so we might end up keeping it.
How about if anybody out there with an idea, just let Don know. Let Don know with a band name or something. Nah.
Yeah.
So how did you become the singer, like, in the first place? Did you have to audition, or did, like, a psychic tell you to go and audition for the band or something?
I answered an ad out of the Scene magazine, said the Spudmonsters seek a dedicated vocalist, so along with probably 30 other people, I auditioned, and shortly thereafter I was on board with the Spuds. So, you know, it's been about 8 years now, like I said before, and still kicking with the Spuds.
Did you ever sing before? Did you have any, like, formal singing training or anything like that?
I still don't sing. I don't know how to sing, so I yell, you know. Sometimes I hit different keys, and after about 50 takes in the studio, I hit the key, but, you know, I'm not a singer.
Does it hurt your throat to do that?
No,
No?
not at all.
That's good. So do you write most of the lyrics for the band now, or what?
Yeah, I write the lyrics. This whole new record that we did, No Guarantees, I wrote the lyrics except for the song Phoenix. Scott wanted to write a song, so I said, all right, go for it, you know. And I really agreed with what he had to say in the song, so, you know, he wrote that song, I wrote all the other ones, And on Haywire March too, I guess Joe Gizmo wrote that one, but that was a very old song. We just threw it on because it was a fan favorite, so that was pretty cool.
What kind of messages do you think you're trying to relay to your audience in your songs?
I want to relay a positive message. I want people to know that, you know, it doesn't matter how low you get in life, you know, how down you get, you know, there's always people there that care about you, you know, God always cares about you, you know. I'm very religious, you know, and, you know, we all mix and match in the band, you know. We all have our own things that get us off, you know, mine's religion, so, you know, I try to put a positive message out without sounding preachy, you know. So that's what I want. I want people to hear what I have to say and hopefully relate to it. And I'm always there to talk to the people, you know, if they have questions. Christian movement. So, you know, I'm really into that. And, you know, it's seeing everything equally rather than, you know, putting things on pedestals, people on pedestals or whatever, you know. We're all spirit souls.
That's interesting. I like that too. I don't know. Anything else you have to say, like about the Cleveland scene or anything that's going on, like lately, bands and stuff like that?
I've got to thank the Cleveland Mosh team and everybody in the scene who's supported us with pure devotion through the years. You know, we've done nothing but grown in the Cleveland scene, and you know, I get chills every time I think about it. You know, every time we play at home, it's so intense, and I love it. I can't wait till the 24th.
This next video is by a local band, Human Prey. Their song name was Driven by Insanity. Just a lot of live footage, pretty freaky footage, if you ask me. So enjoy this next one.
You wanna hurt me like it's on tomorrow? Yeah, I can still be on any day. I'm a psycho on the loose. I'm so crazy, it's okay. I could take the pain in you. I could see the blood red ring in you. I could taste his blood in you. Where I ripped his body in two. I can hear the screams of pain beating in my ears again and again. Sanity I'll never maintain. The chance like this I won't refrain. I could take the pain in you. I could see the blood red ring in you. I could taste his blood in you. Where I ripped his body in two.
Hello, this is Martin F. Lance, president of the Psychic Shopping Club Correspondence Course. Would you like to better your lot in life? Would you like to get out of always being under the grip of your creditors? Would you like to get in on the ground floor of an exciting new fast growth industry? Well, you can. With my new 10-week at-home correspondence course, you can learn how to become a psychic counseling professional. Yes, in just 10 weeks, at your own time, we will give you everything you need to know to get on the ground floor of this fast-paced and fastly growing industry. Here are some of the many graduates of my school who are now making lots of money in the growing industry of psychic counseling.